Good morning, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and I'm in my craft room this morning, and we are going to open the April paper pumpkin kit together and figure out what's going on. So while I'm waiting for people to come on, I'm just going to check and make sure that I'm oriented properly, and I might have to back it up a bit, but I'm not quite sure. So we'll just waiting for my computer to catch up to me here. There we are. Okay, oriented properly. Yay! Things are not straight. Let's get them straight. Okay, so paper pumpkin kit. Just going to take a drink while I wait for everybody to show up. This is always the hard part, is waiting for people to show up. Okay, so paper pumpkin kit. I have to shut my door. Hang on. Oh, and I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I'm just going to pop you guys out of the holder for a sec so I can do that Do Not Disturb. There we go. All right, so Do Not Disturb has been turned on. We're back in the holder again. There we are. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Paper Pumpkin Kit is a monthly subscription, or you can buy a 3, 6, 9, or 12-month subscription. And with the monthly one, you can turn it on and off as you want. Every once in a while I do paper pumpkin, but I've never shared it online. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Carmen. Thanks for coming. So I thought I would get this one because they advertised it as going out to your family, like celebrating your family. The next one is going to be something about color. I can't remember, but we're going to be introduced to, I think, 4 of the new in colors and Purple Posy in the next one. So I might just have to do that one too. Oh, hi Diane. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Paper Pumpkin comes wrapped in plastic, shrink wrapped. So now you can, when you get it, you can use your sanitizer on it and sanitize the whole plastic wrap. And then inside, okay, get rid of that. Inside is this cute box, which you can cover or you can use for storage because it's a really cool box. It opens up like this. Now, is this too close? Do I need to back up a bit? Oh, there's Valerie. I'm thinking I might have to back up a bit just so I'm not so close to it. Let me just go take you up a little bit on my stand. I was playing with my stand the other day and I got things a little out of whack. Okay, good morning, Valerie. So this is what the kit looks like when you open it. You get an ink spot. This one is Pear Pizzazz. There's a piece of ribbon. I want to see the ribbon. Okay, so there's one long piece of ribbon. Look at this. It's like a iridescent Rococo rose. Whew. So apparently we use that in our projects because they give you everything in here except for adhesive. And if it's your first time ordering it, you even get the block. This isn't my first time, so I didn't get the block. We get an exclusive stamp set. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'm glad you are my family, sister, daughter, brother, dad, son to my wonderful. Then family, where life begins and love never ends. Happy Father's Day. To my one, oh, I did that one already. And then this one says, I'll always be here for you. And then there's a tree and some butterflies. Cool. So there's the stamp set. Now these stamp sets are exclusive to Paper Pumpkin. You can't get them anywhere else. Here's the one for next month. It's called Just Add In Color. So this is not the supplies that'll be in the box. It's just showing you that the new colors are coming. So we'll put that to the side. We don't need that. And then, oh, hi Beth Ann. Thanks for joining. Okay, so you open up the lovely tissue paper, which don't rip it because you can use it again. You can recycle that and recycle the box. I'm taking, this is the card kit pack, so I'm taking that out and I'll put the box away. Like that, and close it up. And there we have a lovely storage box, or you could cover it in designer paper and use it for something else. So this is how your card kits come. They're all wrapped in, it's all wrapped in plastic, so once again you can sanitize this if you want. But these are all made, assembled in the Stamping Up warehouse, I believe. So there's all the pieces. And then you need, if you're going to follow them according to the instructions, then you need this as well because the instructions are on the back. So get rid of the plastic. Another piece of cardboard, recyclable for other projects, would make great cover for an album. Woohoo. Okay. All right. Okay, so you get, these are glue dots, so you get some glue dots. Look at the pearls. I believe mint macaron and so saffron, maybe? You get dimensionals, the mini dimensionals. I've got to sneeze. Oh, Lord. Hang on. Oh, pardon me. Do you remember when the... Hang on, I can't see your whole comment, Val. The heirloom dies and embossing folders came out? Yes, I remember that. But you want to know when they came out? I believe it was last catalog. I'm writing a note. Where's my note? I need paper. I'm writing a note. Val W. Heirloom. When? Okay, so I'm putting the note here where I'm going to see it, and I'll look that up before we end. Yeah, it'll be in my spreadsheet somewhere. Okay, so back to the kit. You get envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4 of that pattern. So we're making 8 cards. And they're all regular cards, 5.5 by 4.25. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not, and sometimes you get 8, and sometimes you get more. Now, got 4 of these that say, life's greatest blessings begin and end with family. It is in families that we learn to love, teach what is most important, and grow together in love and laughter. Grateful for you, happy to be yours. Oh, isn't that lovely? Card base. I see something funky happening because there's a score mark there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is scored differently. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the 8 card bases. 2 sheets of die cut green, and I believe this is Call Me Clover, and 1 sheet of die cut sentiment pieces, 2 sheets of die cut tree trunks, a sheet of die cut birds and butterflies. These are all laser cut, so you just pop them out, and 1 sheet of strips. Okay, now where did I put the instructions? Instructions. Contains supplies for 8 cards and 8 envelopes. So if you open this up, it gives you how to put them together, but I want to see what the coordinating colors are. So your kit includes My Wonderful Family photopolymer stamp set, Pear Pizzazz classic ink pad, envelopes, die cuts, labels, ribbons, pearls, dimensionals, and adhesive dots. Yep, got them all. Coordinating colors: crushed curry, early espresso, melon mambo, mint macaron, pear pizzazz, and shaded spruce. So it's not Call Me Clover, it's for shaded spruce. And these are crushed curry and mint macaron. Okay, so then it gives a little bit of blurb about what it's all about, and a list of coordinating products that match this month's kits. So now go step by step. So we'll start with apparently this card. So I'm going to take out 1 of each of the card bases. I'm going to take out 1 of those, 1 of each of the envelopes, and we'll need 1 of these. We'll need that one, and 1 of those, and that one. I don't know how we're going to use these. Like I said, I haven't even opened it yet. And I have not watched any videos on how to make these. So we're going to do from scratch together. Okay, envelopes off to the side. Card bases. Step 1. Starting on the right side, stamp the tree foliage by aligning the largest flower shape on the foliage stamp with the same large flower shape printed on the card base. Okay, so we need this one. And we need this stamp. Oh, good morning, Maria. Good morning, Megan. Aha, yes. Sometimes you just need them a bit bigger. Okay, stamp set. Now these photopolymer ones, you should really, before you go to use them, you should really clean them. And just because, you know, when they're doing the creating process, the pouring, the die cutting, whatever they do, sometimes you get leftover little air bubbles and pieces off of the mold, out of the molds. That's what I'm trying to say. So I've just washed it with some water on my Simply Chamois, and now it says to line these up. So there you go. So that's where we're going to line them up. So it's lining up these flowers that have the flower centers. And then there's a few. Now, what does it say? Stamp the tree foliage. Okay, I'm assuming Pear Pizzazz. I'm not going to use that, because I'm going to keep that in case I need to give it away to somebody. Okay, so I'm going to open this up so that I'm not stamping on top of another layer. And I'll just use my big Pear Pizzazz ink pad. And I'm holding it up above so that I get those yellow dots showing through the center of the flowers. And then stamp. Morning, Carla. So have any of you done paper pumpkin before? See, I should have had my piercing mat underneath, and I didn't. Because this is photopolymer, and photopolymer doesn't have the cushion like rubber stamps do. So if you stamp with the paper piercing mat underneath, the foam one, it gives you a nice base. But because I didn't do it for the first one, I'm not doing it for the second one because I want them to be equal. So I'm lining this up again, getting those 3 dots in the center and stamping. Oh, Valerie, I know you bought them for your grandchildren. They've come a long way since they first started. Okay, that's step 1. Stamp the sentiments on pre-cut labels. Apply adhesive dots. Okay. Card, I guess. Let's see what card we're making. This one, apparently. So we need to fold this up so that it goes like that. There we are. So the card's going to go like this. You see it here? So we've just stamped the tree. We just stamped this part. And then this is here. Okay, so now we need to do sentiment. So we need one of these. They send you more pieces in here than you actually need to assemble the cards. And we need one of these. And then we're going to need tree trunk and birds as well. Okay, so now we need to choose a sentiment to stamp on here. So let's see, what shall we say? Where life begins and love never ends. I like that. I don't know who I'm going to send this to. I'll figure somebody out. There we are. Now, sometimes I get lazy and just wet my thumb and just use that to wipe it off. Okay, so now we'll take this and do it properly. And we're using Pear Pizzazz again because that's the only color they gave us, so that's the color we're using. Once I do them... Morning, Jean. Once you do them, or I do them the way they want us to do them, then I can go rogue and bring in other stuff. But the way my body works is I'm OCD, so I have to do it exactly the way it showed. Okay, so apply adhesive dots to front inside of Z fold card, then adhere. Apply adhesive dots to front side of Z fold cards. Oh. Okay, but that's not how they did it. They must be bopping back and forth between 2 cards. So we need to put on there this strip first. I'll use the glue dots they sent us. Okay, keep fingers off of the adhesive because then it sticks better. Now you don't have to use these dots. You can use your double-sided adhesive. But I said I was going to use what's in the kit, so this is what we get. Except for the ink pad. But I'm using the same color. Oh, yeah, I got mine on Friday too, Jean. And I didn't, it sat looking at me all weekend because I didn't want to open it till this morning. Okay, so now this goes here, kind of overlapping both of them. So I just want to, I'm just measuring to see how much I want to put on each side. Something like that. Okay. Now, it looks like the tree trunk goes in there. Oh. All right, so now we need a tree trunk. And it's going to go in like this. And you want it overlapping just a bit down here. So more glue dots. Okay, I can't work on this thing. It's driving me nuts. Sorry. Yeah, we're having issues today, apparently. Now, I don't want to put my glue dot down too far because it's going to go right about there. So I want the first glue dot to start right here. Because this can't be glued or you won't be able to get your card to open. All right. Tombow to the rescue. See if I can get little dots today. Okay. It's plugged. I think they tried to get them out quickly this time because people are at home and they kind of wanted to get them in their hands a little bit early. I'm trying to make my Tombow work. If this doesn't work, then we'll go on to something else. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, too much. Too much. Too much. Okay. The glue dots are too wide for up there, and I don't want my limbs to flop around. So I just put a little bit of Tombow on there. Okay. Apparently I will be using a little bit, but it does say you need some adhesive. Oh, right there is where it's going. Oh, wait, it's crooked. There. Put that down. Now this goes over top of here like that, and we're going to use dimensionals for that. These ones are a little bit bigger than our mini ones, but not as big as our big ones. Weird. Okay. Take these off. Put this on here like that. Okay. Now we have a couple of birds to put on. So we'll grab a couple of birds. And I do believe they give you a whole bunch, so you can add more if you want. So I think we'll pop the birds up on dimensionals. But I'm going to cut the dimensionals in half. Like that. So did everybody have a good weekend? We got some spring cleaning done. Our oldest grandchild came over and helped us clean the roof over our patio. The first step to... Oh, where'd the other bird go? Oh, it stuck to me. Look what I did. I have them both facing the same direction. Okay. Need to put on there. Because apparently there's birds going different directions. Ha! Who knew? Okay, let's put this little dude on. And what is that song? Partridge in a Pear Tree? Okay, this isn't a partridge in a pear tree, but it's a lovebird in a floral tree. Two lovebirds in a floral tree. Worked on more cards. Yeah, I did that too. Oh, I'll have to show you one that I did. Okay. A bit of paper hanging on there. I just want to snip that off. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of work when they were cleaning the roof. I went out and moved everything, and then I put everything away. But while they were cleaning, I was in my craft room. I love it when grandchildren come to help because I'm not expected to help. Okay, so now we're going to put some of these pearls, if I can figure out which way they open. There we are. And put some of the pearls on where the orange dots are. They've even taken that guesswork away from you. Yeah, you don't have to be too... These would be really cool if you were like going to the cabin or going camping. Or just wanted to make something and didn't want to have to do thinking while you were at it. One here. And one there. There we are. Now, I'm just going to use my bone folder and make these folds a little bit tighter, crisper. Oh. Yeah, well, we've been in this house for 13 years. The roof of the patio's been up for about 11 or 12, and this is only the second time we've cleaned it. And we live in an area surrounded by trees, so it was really gross. Okay, now let's do the inside because I like putting stuff on the inside. And let's find what's in here. Oh, butterflies. There's a string of butterflies. So we'll do them. I'm going to clean them. Where did I put my foam mat? And get the pear pizzazz out. Figure out which way the butterflies go. And I'm just going to run a string of them up the side. Like that. Oh, is that cute? Okay, where did I put the stamp set? Did it say anything that I want to say inside? Oh, I'm glad you are my family. Apparently I didn't get enough blocks out. Clean it. And we'll stamp this on the inside. There we are. Card done. Envelope. Because I always stamp the envelope too. And I know it has pretty on the back, but these are such cute little butterflies. Yes, you're right, Carmen. They are perfect for when you go away, but you want to do some crafting. There we go. Card number 1 done. Not bad. Oops. You know what I would do? And I think I'm going to put glue dots on this panel and adhere it down. I know it's weird, but that flopping thing drives me crazy. I'm just going to see there. Now that's going to stay like that. Well, except I forgot to do take the other liners off. There we go. Oh, that's better. And then when you stand it up, it stands up on the tree trunk. Huh? Okay, card 1 done. Card 2. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so we need the card base. And this folds back like this. Does it? I don't know whether it does or not. Kind of a little confusing. Maybe that's the way it goes. Maybe they just had it folded wrong. Oh, that's the way mine's going. If it's wrong, oh well. Yep, that's the way it is. As you can see it right up here in this corner. Can you see that picture? Okay, so we need this to go on here like that. And we need one of these leaf thingies. Just pop that out. And just be careful when you do this because you don't want to rip your die cut. Oops, I bent that one. Oops. Okay, they show it going over like that. But how are you supposed to read it if you've got that going over there? Oh well. Now, this has got a bit of a fleck to it. It's not just solid. So we're going to put this on here like this. And then this goes on here like that. Then you take a butterfly. And it goes on there. We need a piece of the ribbon and one of the... And figure out what sentiment we want to use. To my wonderful. Let's just always be here for you. So we have to figure out which. Yeah, it'll fit on that one. Okay. Put the other stamp to the side. And we'll need one of these. How is that one? Oh, optical illusion. These looked a little bit longer. So we need one of those. The envelope. And a piece of the ribbon. So I need my ribbon scissors. This would be really cool to send to my niece, who is stuck in Edmonton. I'm just going to cut this in, or fold this in 4, because there's 4 cards. Then I'll know how long I need to make it. So she goes to U of A in Edmonton, and she didn't get out before Alberta was sort of locked down. I mean, not really locked down, but they don't want people inter-provincial traveling. So she still had her final exams to do. So she didn't make it home before that no-go thing started. So she's still in Edmonton. So maybe I will send her, I got 2 of these kits. Maybe I'll just send her one so she can make up some cards. Just her and her cat. Well, she has a roommate, but I don't know whether he's still there or not. He was working. There we go. Sentiment stamped. Okay. Got all our pieces now. So I'm going to lay this on here, figure out where I want it. And I'm just going to make a light pencil mark right there. Something's falling on the floor. So I know where to put my adhesive. Now you can use glue dots. I've just got this double-sided tape here, so I'm just going to use this. Because it's quick. But you can use the glue dots, or you can use snail. I just would have to go across the other side of the room to get my snail, so I don't want to do that. It takes time. Put this on here. And before I push it down, make sure, yep, make sure I was in the right spot with the adhesive. Okay, now the glue dots onto the branch part. So tomorrow I'll be back. I'll figure out some kind of card to make. And then in the afternoon, if you're part of my club people, we're doing a club Zoom at 1 o'clock. And we're going to create a card together. It's not our club get-together. It's just an extra perky thing for club people. Okay, that's not working. It's taking the liners off of the glue dots now. I wonder if that take your pick end would work. Let me get take my pick end out. See if it would. No, they're too shiny. It won't stick to them. Do. Yeah, so that's what's happening tomorrow. Wednesday, I don't think I'll be here Wednesday morning, but things could change. I'm just folding that one back, so it's only half. Things could change. But Friday, I'll be doing my Friday drop-in Zoom. And apparently I can stream it live on Facebook, on my Facebook page. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to trim the corners, the edges. Yeah, so Friday I have my Friday drop-in and we create a card together. And the reason I do it on Zoom is so I can interact face-to-face. So the ribbon goes like this. So we're just going to put a couple of glue dots on here to hold it together. Yeah, so that's why I do it on Zoom. But some people don't like Zoom. So I'm going to try between now and then and figure out how I stream it live on Facebook so that everybody can join in. And I will post on my Facebook page the dimensions and supplies you need to make the card. So I try to create a card that you can use stuff you have at home. Because I figure by the time this isolation thing is over, we're going to need to refill our craft rooms. And then this goes on here like this. Glue dots again. If you aren't ordering while you're using all this stuff to create it, you're definitely going to have to order when it's all over. Because if you're like me, you're not going to have very much cardstock and designer paper left. Because yes, today is Mail It Monday and I have 15 cards going out. And then I'll start on my cards for next week. Alright, now this goes down here like that. Now this one, I think I would like to have that on top like that. There. Okay, so glue dots on the back of here. So I hope you can join me on Friday. It's a lot of fun. I have 2 devices on. So I have one like this that's pointing down. Good morning, Madeline and Lena. So I have 2 devices on. I have one that points down so you get to watch what I'm doing, and then I have one that faces me so you can see my face and I can see your face. And then we share the cards that we've created at the end, because everybody's is different. All you have is a supply list and paper dimensions and stuff to cut, and then I'll make mine and you make yours, and they're all the same and they're all different. There we are. Now, I know I did a butterfly. There he is. So when you do butterflies, do you pop the wings up? I always fold the body at the wings so that I can pop the wings up. So I'm going to put a glue dot, fold this wing back, because I only want to put the glue dot on there. This is a really wide glue dot. Usually I would just use a bit of Tombow, but I'm going to show you how this works. So you put it on, then you take the liner off. Yep, and you take the liner off, then just fold that glue dot back so that it's only on the body, like that. And then I'm going to take a dimensional, cut it in half, put half on one wing and half on the other wing. So now it's going to be permanently lifted up off your card. So if we put it down, you hold the body down, push the body down, and then push the dimensionals down, and look at that. You have a permanently raised butterfly. And it doesn't matter how many times it goes through the mail or how many times your cat sits on it, it will always pop itself back up. Okay, now add some pearls, some mint macaroni pearls. And when you do embellishments like this, doesn't matter whether they're pearls or rhinestones, anything that's sticky backed, make sure you don't touch the adhesive with your finger, because it will come off and it will be less sticky. So I always use either the tips of my scissors or my pokey tool, also known as a paper piercer. Okay, there we are. There's the card. So now I want to stamp those same butterflies on the inside. Oops, get my piercing mat up again. This does make a difference, this mat. It just helps have a little bit of cushion so you can push further into the cardstock and get a fuller image. So there's that card, and here's the envelope. Same butterflies on it. Now this isn't as creative as doing one yourself, but it's kind of fun not to have to think when you're doing them. So there's the first card we made, and there's the second card we made. And I still have supplies to make 3 more of each, and then a whole bunch of... So you get 6 tree trunks, and you're only making 4 cards. And you get 3, 6, 9, 12 butterflies, and only used 1. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 birds, 6 of one side and 6 of the other side. And all of these, and you get 6 of the leaves too. So you can still, once you've made your cards, you can still go on and use all the extra stuff and on other cards. And you can also take these cards and do them differently. So if I have time this week, I will see what else I can create with these. Don't forget to show the card. Ah, yes, the card. Hi, Carol. All right. Now I need to just go to my computer so I can read the comments. Man, you're far ahead, Val. October cards? Holy man. Yes, retirement list comes out on Wednesday for the annual catalog and the spring mini catalog. And that'll tell us what is retiring for the new one. The stuff that won't be carried forward on the new card, the new catalog. So I'll just put those there. Yeah, the card I made. So it's called a storybook card or an open book card. Look at this. And it fits perfectly, absolutely perfectly in one of our acrylic boxes because it's got a lot of height to it. So mailing it in a normal envelope is not going to work, as you're going to squish the crap out of it and going to squish it to death. And you're not going to be able to see how pretty it is. So this is an easel card, and it stands up. I'll try and show you. Hang on. This is difficult. It stands up like this. Let me scroll up so I can see what you're seeing. See if it's working. So that's how it stands up. Like this against that little, this piece is raised up on dimensionals. And all it is layers of cardstock and designer paper. So we'll have to do this one day. I'll figure out when we'll do it. Thanks. Okay, so this is Tina Zink's invent. I don't know whether she invented it or not, but she did a video on it. And I wanted to follow it exactly because, you know me, I'm OCD that way. And I like my first one to be exactly the way I'm showed to do it, because then it gets it out of my brain. And then I can go on and make other ones. But I've seen them done with all the different designer papers. Oh, apparently this one is letting go. So when you put it on, you have to push it up to make it wow like that. Yeah, so you could use any designer paper and any stamp set and embellish it any way you want. And then on the inside, she didn't have this piece here, but I wanted something that someplace that you could write, so I added a piece of white on the inside. And then, of course, I had to use the champagne rhinestones, which are on back order again for the 3rd time. Now they're May the 18th, I think the next shipment's coming in, and I'm hoping like crazy that when we see the retiring list on Wednesday, these are not on it. And I added some Wink of Stella to the flower centers. So I think we'll do that together. But what I'll do is we'll do something where I tell you what supplies and you guys can make them along with me. What do you think? That'd be kind of cool. I don't know when. Maybe Thursday? Yeah, I'll figure it out. So that's, and then to mail it, it just slips right into one of the acrylic boxes like this. You just have to make sure you don't catch anything on the way in. And see, it just fits in there like that. And these mail. They cost, in Canada, this stamp, the $1.94 stamp, because they don't fit in the 1/4 inch slot. They fit in the 3/4 inch slot. And then just put a little bit of adhesive, like packing tape or something, along the edges to seal it. And put your labels on the back side, and away it goes. Some lucky person is going to absolutely fall in love with this card when she gets it. So, I think that's it. Have they shipped the dies for Grace's Garden? I'm not sure, Valerie. So, let me check right now while I'm on with you. I know they are filling orders. So, oh, and then there was something else I needed to check. Oh, that heirloom stamp set. So, do you remember when it was from? It was like February, right? And it was going to, it was Janet's. Oh, okay. They have not shipped that yet. Let me check the inventory status report while I'm on with you. And I'm just checking to make sure that they're not on the don't order. Oh, the tropical ones are now. Okay, so I suspect, Valerie, that it will ship today or tomorrow. They're a little bit behind in their shipping. And it says that Grace's Garden is low inventory again. Cindy. Yep, it'll be here. Absolutely. Thanks for joining me. Okay, Valerie. I know. The last I was told, I know they got them in last week, so I will follow up on that and find out when they're going to send that to you, because you shouldn't have to be waiting this long. Okay, so now I'm going to go and check that. Find my spreadsheet and look for those heirloom. Contains heirloom. Oh. Okay, it doesn't have the date on it. Okay, so for this one, Valerie, I will have to do some more checking, and I'll find. And then I'll do Grace's Garden dies. I'll follow up on that, see what's going on with those. Any other questions, ladies? Anything else I can do for you today before we sign off and all go our separate ways and do some creative crafting, I hope? Just a couple of more seconds to see if anybody has any questions. Oh, Jean, how can you live without those? Those are my three of my favorite things. Grace's Garden is a bit fiddly, so if you don't like fiddly stuff, it's probably not for you. But the tropical and the Parisian set, oh, I've used it so much. I think I've worn them out. All right, ladies. Well, thanks very much for joining me this morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock doing something exciting, I'm sure. We'll figure that out. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Stampin' Smiles and bye for now.